Today was a tough day to watch that testimony. You could feel the pain in Logan Federico's father's voice and all that happened today. Democrats have no answer to his question, why, do they?
Well, I was in that room, and that testimony was absolutely gut-wrenching. And as we obviously had gathered to discuss the issues around Irina Zarutska, the beautiful Ukrainian girl at 23 that left a war-ravaged Ukraine to come to the United States and was here in Charlotte as a refugee, if you will, and had gotten a job and was getting on with her life, and then suddenly to have it snuffed out by a guy in the Charlotte case that had been arrested 14 times, had spent 5 years in prison for violent crime, and yet stood before a magistrate, and the magistrate simply let him sign a note back in July, less than a month before he killed Irina, and just simply signed that note saying that he would appear in a hearing and was put back out on the streets. It has been a travesty that has shaken this entire region. And as we gathered to talk about that yesterday, indeed, we listened to this dad who described his beautiful daughter, Logan, and Stephen did an incredible job of laying out exactly the facts of, in this case, an individual that had been arrested 39 times, 25 felonies, and was still back out on the street. So again, these soft on crime policies that the Democrats have put in place, they don't have an answer for them. And we're going to stand up for these folks, and we're going to speak up for them, and we're going to get something done.
Yeah. And Congressman, the soft on crime policies, obviously they percolate on Capitol Hill where you work, but they're also down at the local level. Tell us about what the reaction from Charlotte's mayor and city council's been.
Well, it was certainly the initial reaction by the mayor was not good at all. She, in fact, made the statement that somehow that the perpetrator was actually the victim in this as much as the innocent girl that was killed. And there was a lot of backlash to that. In fact, days later, she kind of walked that back and, to her credit, apologized for her initial reaction. But again, the policies that have been put in place go all the way back to Governor Roy Cooper, who was pushing these DEI policies back in 2020 with then Attorney General Josh Stein, who is now the current governor. And so many things that went into place, I think, led to these policies. And the Charlotte City Council was part of it when they were trying to do something called Reimagine Policing. And it actually diverted 911 calls away from the police to other agencies. That was a disaster. And so these kind of activities, we want to put the spotlight on it. We want folks to know the whole cashless bail system has been a disaster, and something's got to be done, and we're going to step up and try to do it.